₱25 million. Yan ang ginagastos ng Senado natin kada araw sa kuryente, sa pagsuweldo sa mga tauhan. With these past few days na hindi nagkaroon ng session, masasabi nating nasayang lang yung 25 million na yun. The fact na ginawa pa nilang ulitin yon the next day, 25 million times 2 is 50 million. As a common Filipino, nakakagalit talaga. And I'm not a person na nagte-take ng sides when it comes to politics. Kasi I'm really neutral eh. Pero hearing things like this in the news is nakakagalit talaga eh. Hindi na kasi yan who is really telling the truth and who is lying. Sino yung gumagawa ng storya? Sino yung nag-iimbento? Meron bang pinoprotektahan na tao? Meron bang talagang nag-uutos sa itaas? When you think about it, bilang isang tao na naglilingkod sa bayan, isa kang government official, ang pinaka-main trabaho mo kasi is to do the thing that you are elected for. Ano bang pinaka-importanting dapat mong gawin? And if you fail to do that, that's just plain wrong. Kahit anong side ka man, kahit nasa green side ka or red side, there's no excuse in not doing your job. Kahit naman sinong tao na kung nagtatrabaho ka sa isang office, kung hindi mo ginagawa yung trabaho mo, there's no excuse about it. So with all of this happening since last year na ungkat yung about sa flood control and people are really getting angry, and there was a time na nagkaroon ng rally, everyone was trying to gather. Pero I think it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to shake things up. Kasi if you saw the news sa ibang bansa, they're taking things into their own hands. Nagagalit na yung mga tao doon. Pumupunta sila sa streets and they're creating chaos talaga. Mismong yung mga politiko nandoon is ina-abduct na sila nung mga taong bayan. They're using violence. In my opinion, ayoko na umabot pa sa ganong sitwasyon yung bansa natin. Pero mapapaisip ko kailangan ba? Kailangan ba pa bang mangyari yun? As of right now, tayong nasa baba, tayong mga taong bumoto sa mga taong yan, tayo yung nagsasuffer. You can make a joke about it. Tawaging teleserye yung nangyayari sa government, teleserye yung nangyayari sa Senado, pero sino ba talaga ang pinagtatawanan dito? 'Di ba? Sino ba talaga yung pinakakawawa in the end? Tatawa tayo sa nangyayari pero lahat yan babalik sa atin. And sad to say na kung nagtuloy-tuloy pa 'to, which is right now, I don't think na malabo na siya mangyari. Ginagalit yung taong bayan. And I wouldn't be shocked na in the coming days na may mangyari na. Kasi sometimes dun nangyayari yung big changes pag may mga big event na nangyayari. Talagang nasa sukdulan na yung dissatisfaction ng tao. Sa kanila na nga mismo nanggagaling They are there to serve the people. Alam mo yung ibang tao nga sinasabi na okay lang sa kanila na mangurakot. Some people are saying this. Pero do your job. Why is it that nangungurakot ka? Nakakatakas ka na nga, hindi ka mahuli-huli. Hindi mo pa ginagawa yung trabaho mo. Diba? Hindi ba nakakainis yun? They thought that they could always get away with it. Pero sometimes even God is moving His hand. Like tulad nung last year, nag-uulan, grabe yung baha. These are things na no one has control of, but it's happening. Nauukat na yung mga sikreto nila, lumalabas na sa surface. Wala ka ng way para takpan yun Yung nakikita na nila yung mga ghost project, wala ka ng way para takpan yun. And yung mga taong behind that, yung mga talagang may kasalanan, they will try to find an scapegoat, a person to blame. And although masasabi natin may iba na walang kinalaman dyan, nadadamay lang sila. That's the problem with the government. When the corruption is spread, it's really talagang kalat. And government is government. When a government fails, it's the whole thing. The people blame the whole government. And alam ko maraming tao dyan, and I'm guilty of that as well. We're very complacent about these things. Ganyan na talaga, wala na tayong magagawa dyan. Pero may hangganan talaga in my part, naririnig mo na bilyon-bilyon yung kinuha, may isang tao, winawaldas yung pera sa casino. I'm paying taxes. You're paying taxes. Actually, tayong ninanakawan nila. Pag naghihirap ka sa trabaho, ang biruin mo, 80% daw ng taxes nanggagaling sa trabahador. Hindi galing sa mga negosyante, hindi galing sa mga elite na tao daw. 80% is coming from the ordinary people working kasi mandatory eh. Pag pumasok ka sa trabaho, kinakaltas nila yung tax mo. Hindi pwedeng hindi. Pero yung mga taong they're getting away with it, payaman lang sila ng payaman. And us down here, we're carrying the burden, People say na nakakatakot pag na ganda gulo-gulo dito sa Pilipinas, and that's true. Nakikita mo naman sa ibang bansa ano nangyayari. And we're a country that's struggling. Some people think na pag nagawa natin to, pag nagkagulo, na tanggal yung mga taong may kasalanan, yung mga taong in power na hindi dapat nandun, natanggal, is everything will be okay. Well, the truth is sometimes hindi ganun eh. Sometimes it's gonna be worse. Kasi when you think about it, pag tinanggal mo yung mga taong yan, sino papalit? Kasi they're good at what they're doing. But they're doing illegal things. So you have to take them out. Who's gonna replace them? Alam mo yung taong bayan, they can protest and remove a person from power. Nangyari na nga yun sa people power. Pero when it comes to fixing things after the storm has passed, yan na nagkakaproblema na. And our economy is already in a bad shape na huhuli na tayo sa ibang ASEAN na country. And more of our professionals, yung mga magagaling dito, are leaving the country. And mangyayari pa to. So, is it a case of parang magkakasakitan muna, mamaya na mag-heal? Or is there a way to avert this? If you watch the news, there's still some glimmer of hope. Makikita mo yung ibang mga nilagay sa pwesto na bago. They're trying to fix things. Pero as days pass, na nauungkat to, and then more political agendas are coming out, it's really sad. And minsan yung lungkot na yun, it evolves into anger. Although they look silly, nakakatawa yung mga nangyayari, it's really not. It's bringing our country down. Who knows what's going to happen in the elections 2028? There may be a change in leadership. Iba na mag-shift yung power from one side to another. Pero is it the leader we need? Is it the government we need? Or will it be the government we deserve? Kasi partially, if you think about it, some of these things that are happening is our own fault, the Filipino people's fault. Titingnan mo sino ba naglagay sa mga taong yun sa pwesto. It's the Filipino people. When are we going to wake up and admit to ourselves na everything is wrong? We need to fix things. We need to start doing things right. Kailan ba? That's the biggest question. So that's all for the video today. Very sad, no? 25 million. Yeah, sakit. 25 million of the people's money gone. Just like that. We're not sure if it's gonna get better. Marami pa bang mabubunyag in the coming days? Marami pa bang eksena ang mangyayari? Dadagdag sa teleserye na kung tawagin nila yung government natin. Everyone is a clown in the government, some say. Pero we're the biggest clowns here, yung mga tao, yung mga Filipino. Yeah, that's what I think. Sana hindi umarang sa chaos kasi if that's what is needed in our country, then so be it. We will just have to face the consequences together. Because we are just one country, everything that happens here, we have to accept. And hopefully, in the future, pag nagkaroon tayo ng chance to make the right choices, we really do make the right choices so that makahabol naman yung Pilipinas. Because enough is enough. Kawawa na yung mga tao. And sometimes the people who know the solution, kung paano maayos to, they opt not to go for it. for selfish reasons. Kasi self-interest talaga. Yung sarili lang nilang iniisip nila. And they try to mask it with their persona, kung anong pinapakita nila sa taong bayan, kung sino sila. And a lot of Filipinos are fooled. You know, it's really sad. And I admit, isa na ako doon sa mga taong yun, naloko. For everyone out there, sa mga kapwa ko Pilipino, let's try to make the right choices this time. And let's pray for our country.